My name is Jasmitha Kisara, but I'm known to many as Jess. I go to Williamsville East High School in Buffalo, New York. I'm a very active person and I'm very involved in school, sports, and multiple extracurriculars.
And I am Joanna from the Bronx High School of Science in New York. I also participate in many sport and activities, and I love exploring and trying out new things. This is our agenda for today.
Our problem statement is how has academic difficulty led students into the wrong direction?
Have you ever experienced the frustration of falling behind in school and there's nothing you can do or no one to help you? Well, you are not alone. Numerous students around the world are suffering from the same problem. According to various research and articles, millions of students are falling behind in academic subjects since the start of the pandemic. Approximately 66% of the teachers report that their students are not prepared compared to the past few years. We want to take actions to prevent the damage this could cause to students. You can make the world better tomorrow by getting the help you need today.
Some of the many issues which make students fall behind are lack of resource, motivation, and difference between individuals, as well as disabilities.
PhoenixEd was inspired by some obstacles I faced as a student myself. As a student, I had lots of difficulty organizing my time and stopping procrastinating. My busy life often interfered with my academic goals. That's when I realized I wasn't the only one facing this issue. But many students all over the world have to deal with this. That's when Joanna and I met through a program led by Dignity of Children. We clicked instantly and came up with the idea of PhoenixEd. PhoenixEd is an online business. We believe that education should be free and available to each individual who seeks it. Since online resources have become increasingly more popular and valuable, we decided to take our passion one step further and create a platform for people to both share and receive knowledge with people all over the globe. That was the start of PhoenixEd, or Phoenix, as some people prefer to call it. We chose a phoenix as our brand or logo because we believe everyone is a phoenix, a skilled hard worker who works toward their goals. We want all users to realize this, and we want to help them in their journey to becoming the best version of themselves.
Our survey consists of 50 random students. Majority were in high school and a few in middle school. And our goal is to gather information and statistics on the need of our audience. The chart shows that 85% of the students say that they were stressed out with high expectation and bad grades. And this chart expressed that 80% expressed interest in a website that assists them with academic concerns. The top 3 concerns we gather are grades, procrastination, and lack of motivation. The majority want a website that will assist in time management and procrastination, while others want academic help involving communication with others.
We also wanted to get a field expert's opinion on what students are facing and how we can assist them. Our 2 interviewees are Miss Morrow, a business teacher at Williamsville East High School, and Miss Nunez, a language teacher at Bronx High School of Science. When asking about difficulties students and teachers have faced through the pandemic, Ms. Morrow says it was a hard transition from remote learning to in-person and vice versa. Ms. Nunez also mentions COVID also made it very hard for communication between teachers and students, and this affected learning in a negative manner. Morrow tells students not to procrastinate and to use any resources available to lower pressure or stress and to be organized. Overall, both teachers think students would benefit from a website that is created to help students grow academically. They think this could become a very beneficial tool or resource for students.
We want our business to be profitable. First, it is easier to manage than nonprofit. We want to be able to provide the best to our users, and that often requires us to spend more on resources. We want to expand our business as well. Securing financial freedom for business so we can pay off any loans we might take to get our business running is also important. We are also seeking to donate to charities.
This is our prototype. When you first open up, here's a preview of how it will look from the other side. When you first open up the website, you will see a light box that pops up. It's a brief description of our website, and you can click the button at the bottom, which will take you to sign up to become a member. If you decide otherwise, you will be taken to the homepage. When you scroll down, you can see our latest blog posts. There's also a contact form if the user seeks to reach out. Next, we have an About page, where the user can find more info about us and what PhoenixEd is. We also have a shop page that we just included in here to show you guys one of the next steps we plan to take, which is affiliate marketing or launching our own products in the future. The user can click on the image and it shows different point of views and details about the products related to the products that we plan to sell are related to education, such as textbook, planners, pens, and etc. But we haven't fully planned out the complete details yet. There's a shopping bag icon on the top corner, on the top right-hand corner, where you can view your cart and what you have been planning to purchase. Next up is our My Services page. We have a page dedicated to services that we offer, such as group workshops, tutors, and one-on-one tutors. We are not hiring any employees, but connecting students to tutors online. It's a win-win situation for everyone. It's an online platform which lets us make profit without facing the consequences of supply and demand. We also have forums where we can start an online community. You can connect to people with similar goals like yourself. Users can ask questions as well as answer others. Last but not least, we have a members service where you can follow other users and they can follow you. You can find other members as well. We also have a profile icon on the right-hand corner where you can access all of these features of your account. This is just a prototype of our website provided to give you a basic idea of what PhoenixEd will look like. It's also available in 2 different types of formats. It's equally as accessible on a phone as it is on a computer or iPad.
Here is our plan for our future business expansion. First of all is an app version which make it easier for our user to use. We are also looking forward to extending our business to not just academic support, but also daily usage, such as the calendar and planner features. Additionally, we hope to broaden our audience to the workforce or other groups. People with similar goals can share ideas or experience to support each other. Furthermore, we want to provide opportunities such as jobs, volunteering, and internship to connect users to our appropriate resource.
How we plan to profit. We plan to profit during affiliate marketing as well as our tutoring services that we offer. Affiliate marketing functions based on our 4 biggest points. Ads, which we can pay, other people can pay us to provide, but we want to keep the ads to a minimal amount because this is a resource meant for students. We also have linking tutors, helping students find the way that tutor that they need. Membership and premium plans can also be offered. These are plans that we need to think about more, but these are just ideas that we're putting forth. We're also planning to sell products such as educational related products like textbooks.
Here is the budget chart to launch our business. The grant money will be the money we win from the competition. We will also raise a campaign within our family, friends, or relative where we will raise money for our business, which is shown in the incubator funds. Our goal and estimate will be around $600. The $400 is the amount we are thinking to put in ourselves to launch our business. Here is our plan of using the money to launch our business: the advertising and building a website or app and maintaining the website and app. Our business is mainly done by volunteers and won't require any additional money to hire people. Education is a booming business, not just in the US, but around the world. Because our future is dependent on students of this generation, there is a lot of meaning and potential in launching a business in education. 1.96 trillion is how much education market is anticipated to hit by 2025. 22% is the compound annual growth rate of e-learning in Asia. 900% on worldwide scale is the e-learning market growth rate, which increases since 2001. Here are some of the competition of other platforms that serve similar purpose. They are generally rigid, have limited features and function, and lack motivational components. Ours are effective, fun, and interactive. We also offer online outside information, and other resources.
Okay, I'm going to stop you, Joanna. Thank you so much. And I'm going to start the clock for the judges to begin asking questions.
Joanna, y'all did a fantastic job. And, my favorite part of the presentation is like, it's very clear what your brand is. And, I'm always talking about brand, right? It's very clear what your brand is, but I know who your customer is. I know exactly why your customer is your customer. So it's just a fantastic job really thinking through so many nitty-gritty pieces of your business. And when you have a good plan, the results come thereafter. So my question is a little bit about budget. So you say that you're going to be mostly considering volunteers to kind of drive your message, drive your business, and drive your growth. So how do you plan on motivating your volunteers to actually do what you want them to do?
Well, we have volunteer hours, and most high school students will want that. And additionally, there are also internship positions available, which will help them not only gain tutoring experience and helping others, but also like just interacting with other people will be fun.
Awesome. Yeah. So one thing I would just encourage you to do is that beyond that's a good idea when it comes to they need the volunteer hours, so they would be motivated to get that. But beyond that, there's so many other places that they could volunteer with, right? So you want to think about your competition in that way. So you want to think about how do you spend, maybe it's a gift, or maybe it's a competition, or, everything costs, so you want to think more granularly. It's like, how exactly am I going to get people to motivate them to do my project versus going to a soup kitchen or anything like that people are really interested in doing?
Honestly, our entire platform is online based, so they can access it from anywhere. They don't have to travel, COVID restrictions and everything that as well. Also, many students look to collaborate with other teams, and considering we students have the same experience, we can give to them what we would like for our own selves. So we know what they are looking toward. And what makes our business different from other people is that we have more flexible hours, timings, and etc. Of course, volunteering can only go to some extent. We will plan to hire employees in the future, but this is looking at a short-term 5-year basis because we still need to get the appropriate funds and profits and revenue.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for that clarification. That actually gave me a lot of the answers that I need. But also think about, you have a 5-year runway or goal. Think about how can you get this done faster, right? Because it is online, right? And online makes things happen faster for us, right? So think about how do you shorten that so that you can help more people faster. And then what would that budget mean? Because I'm sure there's somebody that could give you some sort of investment, right? So with investment, can I do what I wanted to do faster and better? And just think about that.
Outstanding. That was just, I was sitting here, I was thinking, oh my God, I got to think of a question. I was so caught up in everything and just wanted to go along for the ride. So I got to tell you, you all are just really incredibly impressive. I really love the idea. I'm a major fan of education. And so leaning in the way that you did and talking about what happens, the Department of Education worries about this problem all the time. And so it is so great that you stepped in and have a proposed solution. The one question I have really quickly, or maybe not so quickly, is I love that it's kind of peer-to-peer and that you have volunteers and that way you get people who are inherently kind of excited. It's kind of like an all volunteer army. You signed up because you wanted to help. Can you talk just a little bit about how you think about the quality of the service being provided? So one of the things you always want is that you want to, these are students in need, and then you have someone who's helping them, which is great. But how do you keep track of, or how do you think about the person doing the helping is actually helping in a way that's helpful?
For internship, we are considering having them to show their grades, and we have a certain minimum for them to be actually interning. And also we are thinking about having a room where they can have students and their friends from their own school, like make a chat room or some sort to like talk about all of these.
Adding on to
Outstanding. I'm sorry, go ahead.
no, it's fine. Adding on to what Joanna said about having other people, we also encourage our customers or users to write reviews about the quality of service that they're getting as well. And not only, we also have to do like a minimum amount of background checks, like their high school GPA and stuff like that. And also what really drives our volunteers is they're passionate about education itself and they're willing to put forth their best efforts. So
Good responses, good responses.
Outstanding.
Blowing you
Outstanding.
away, right? So let's take 2 minutes to transition to the next team. And Dr.
Yes.
Diaz,
Yes.
you have these 2 minutes with these lovely young ladies.
Lovely. I also want to just echo what the other judges have shared. You know, in education, we're always thinking about how can we get students to be excited about the material, engage in the material. We know that education is light year behind of really preparing our students for the future. And the future is ed tech, of having our students engaged in a technological platform. So I love your idea. It's taking the world of like social media and kind of collaborating with academics and providing that peer-to-peer support. Judge James took my question about how were you going to vet your tutors. So I'm glad you both were able to address that. But I also wanted to think about not just vetting your tutors, but I know you guys aren't in college yet, but there's a website called Rate My Professors. And that might be a great way how you can rate your tutors, because every tutor is going to have their own specialty, area of expertise, maybe learning style, teaching style. So sort of adding another layer to the tutors that might garner interest from students is maybe like a profile, and having people rate them based on their like academic experience and what their sort of specialty is. Another area that I thought of is inclusivity and access, and thinking about, this is great that if you're from home, you could be anywhere around the world in the country, but thinking about how you can provide services in other languages for tutoring for those students who are from another country or in another country, and thinking about our students who may have hearing difficulties or visual difficulties, how you can make text larger or accessible for hearing loss as well. So just thinking about those with disabilities and inclusivity and being part of this platform.
yeah, that is something that we need to put into consideration. I don't have an exact answer for you, but what we will try to incorporate is make sure people of all skin color, races, we don't want any biased decisions at all to go into play. We're not that type of people and stuff. And even people with disabilities, they even have their own special talents. It's not just academic wise. We have different subjects such as art, core, music, not just the main core subjects as well to think about. So
nice. Lovely. Let's give some love to this team. PhoenixEd. PhoenixEd.
One last thing. Okay. We didn't get to say our challenges that we face because we didn't finish, but some of our challenge, including researching and estimate the money flow and coming up with the product design and planning out the website. And we can able to, with the help of our mentors, as well as researching and talking it out with each other, we were able to come up with creative and innovative solutions.